The forbidden serum Lyra lived on the planet Zira. It was a quiet, green world far from the busy parts of the galaxy. The Zirians were a peaceful race, but they were careful. They did not trust humans. Stories about humans were everywhere how. They were strong, fast, and brave, but also dangerous. Lyra was different from others. She was curious about humans. She often stared at the stars, wondering what life was like on Earth, the human homeworld. Her people kept humans at a distance, afraid of their power. One day, the Council of Zira made a secret discovery. A crashed human ship had been found on a distant moon. Inside, among many strange machines, was a small vial filled with a glowing blue liquid. The scientists called it the human combat serum. It was said to make humans faster, stronger, and harder to kill. The council was afraid. They locked the vial away and made strict rules. No one could touch the serum. It was dangerous, and no one knew its true power. But Lyra was different. She worked in the research lab. She saw the vial every day, and her curiosity grew. How could one liquid make humans so powerful? Was it real, or just a myth? One evening, while everyone was asleep, Lyra went to the lab. Her heart beat fast as she looked at the glowing blue liquid inside the vial. She knew it was forbidden. But she also knew her planet was in danger. Some strange creatures had started attacking their borders. The Zirians were weak against them. Lyra thought, if this serum can make humans strong, maybe it can help me protect my people. Without thinking more, she opened the vial. A small drop fell on her hand. She hesitated, but then drank it. The taste was sharp and cold. She felt a burning feeling in her chest. Her vision blurred for a moment. Then a strange warmth spread through her body. Lyra gasped. She felt different, stronger, faster. Her heart raced like never before. She could feel the power growing inside her, but she knew she must hide it. The council had said anyone who used the serum would be punished. For days, Lyra kept her secret. She tested her strength quietly. She could jump higher, run faster, and her senses were sharper. Even her pain felt less. Her friends noticed she was different. Lyra, are you okay? You seem changed, one asked. Lyra smiled but said nothing. But secrets are hard to keep. One morning, alarms rang in the lab. The scientists had found traces of the serum missing. The council sent guards to find the person who took it. Lyra's heart sank. She knew it was only a matter of time before they came for her. That night, she dreamed. Strange images filled her. Mind-humans fighting wars, soldiers moving fast and strong, faces full of courage and pain. She woke up with a start. Suddenly, the door burst open. Council guards entered, their eyes cold and hard. Lyra, you are under arrest, their leader said. Lyra's breath stopped. She had no choice. She stood tall, trying to hide her fear. Why? She asked quietly. You broke the rules. You took the serum without permission. This is a crime against Zira, the leader said. Lyra's mind raced. She had to act fast. I drank it to protect my people, she said firmly. Our borders are weak. We need strength. The serum gave me power I never had. The guards looked at each other, unsure what to do. Suddenly, Lyra felt a strange power rise inside her. Her muscles tensed. She was no longer afraid. I will not let you take me, she said. Voice steady. She moved faster than any Zirian before. She broke through the guards and ran into the night. The stars shone bright as she fled into the wild forest. Behind her, alarms blared. The council would not stop until they caught her. Lyra knew one thing. Her life was changed forever. The forbidden serum had begun its work. What powers did it hold? And what would happen to Lyra now? The answers were waiting in the shadows of the galaxy. The transformation begins. Lyra ran deep into the dark forest. Her breath was steady, and her heart beat strong. The serum inside her was changing her more with every second. She felt new power in her muscles and sharpness in her mind. She stopped behind a thick tree and looked around. The forest was quiet, but she knew the council guards would come after her. They wanted to punish her for breaking their rules. Lyra touched her arm and felt the strength flowing through her veins. Her skin tingled. Her senses were sharper than ever before. She could hear birds far away and smell the damp earth beneath her feet. For years, Lyra had been one of the weakest among her people. But now, she felt like she could fight an army alone. She took a deep breath and tried to control her power. The serum was still working inside her, but she did not know how much longer it would last. She thought about her people, her family, her friends. They needed her. If she returned weak, the creatures attacking Zyra would destroy everything. But if she returned with this new power, maybe they could win. Suddenly, a voice whispered behind her. Lyra. She spun around fast. It was her best friend, Tira. Tira, how did you find me? Lyra asked, surprised and worried. I followed your trail. Everyone is worried about you. The council sent hunters to catch you, Tira said softly. Lyra looked into Tira's eyes. Could she trust her? I drank the serum, Lyra said quietly. It's changing me. I feel stronger, faster. But they will not understand. Tira nodded. I see it too. You are different. But this power, it could save us. Lyra smiled weakly. I hope so. But the council will call me a traitor. They say the serum is poison. Tira took Lyra's hand. We will hide you and find a way to prove the serum can help, not harm. Lyra felt hope for the first time in days. But the peace did not last that far. Away, the council met in a dark chamber. Their leader, High Elder Zarn, was angry. We must capture Lyra at all costs, Zarn said. She is a danger to our people. If the serum spreads, it will ruin everything. A soldier stepped forward. We have sent hunters. They will find her soon. Zarn narrowed his eyes. Make sure she does not survive. Back in the forest, Lyra and Tira made a plan. We need to learn more about the serum, Lyra said. If I can control its power, maybe I can protect Zyra and stop the council from fearing what they do not understand. Tira nodded. There is a place, an old ruin where ancient knowledge hides. Maybe we can find answers there. Lyra looked at the stars. The night was full of danger, but also promise. Her body was changing. Her mind was stronger, but she was still alone, and the council's hunters were closing in. Suddenly, Lyra heard a noise, a snap of a branch nearby. She froze. Someone's here, she whispered. From the shadows, a figure stepped forward. It was a hunter, his eyes glowing red. Lyra's heart pounded, but the serum gave her courage. She took a fighting stance. The hunter smiled coldly. You cannot hide forever. Lyra's muscles tensed. She felt power like never before. The fight was about to begin. On the run, the hunter lunged from the shadows, his movements quick and sharp. But Lyra was faster than any Zyrian before her. The serum inside her pulsed with power, guiding her every move. She dodged his strike with ease, feeling anew strength she had never known. Her hands moved instinctively, blocking and pushing him back. The hunter growled, surprised by her speed. You're not like the others, he said, voice low and angry. I am not, Lyra answered, her eyes burning with determination. She kicked off the ground, sending the hunter crashing into a tree. But before she could strike again, she heard footsteps. More hunters were coming. Run! Tira shouted from behind. Without hesitation, Lyra sprinted deeper into the forest. Her legs carried her swiftly over roots and rocks. The hunter's shouts echoed behind her. The forest grew darker and wilder. Strange sounds filled the air calls of unknown creatures. The rustle of leaves in the wind. Lyra felt a strange connection with the forest now. The serum had sharpened her senses. She could feel the heartbeat of the land, the flow of the wind. Suddenly, she stopped. Ahead was a deep ravine, with no clear way across. Behind her, the hunters were closing in. Lyra's mind raced. She could leap. She had never tried before, but the gap was wide. She looked to Tira, who nodded encouragingly. "Trust yourself," Tira said. Lyra took a deep breath. She pushed off the ground with all her strength and jumped. Time seemed to slow. She flew through the air, muscles burning. With a hard landing, she rolled and caught her balance on the other side. Behind her, the hunters stopped at the edge, unable to follow. Lyra smiled. The serum was giving her power beyond what she dreamed, but there was no time to rest. She knew the forest was full of dangers, creatures that even the hunters feared. As they moved forward, Lyra's skin prickled. From the shadows, glowing eyes watched them, predators, waiting for the right moment. Suddenly, a huge beast leaped out, a creature with sharp claws and teeth, faster than any animal Lyra had seen. Tira screamed. Frozen in fear, Lyra stepped forward, heart pounding. The serum gave her no fear. She faced the beast, her eyes steady. The creature snarled and charged. Lyra dodged its claws and struck back with her fist, stronger, faster, harder. The fight was fierce. Each move tested her limits. But with the serum's power, she landed a final blow that sent the beast crashing to the ground. Breathing hard, Lyra looked around. Tira was safe, but the forest was still dangerous. The serum was helping her survive, but it was also changing her. She could feel it in her bones. The power was growing stronger, harder to control. Lyra wondered, was she becoming something new? Something the galaxy had never seen before? As night deepened, she and Tira moved toward the ruins, hoping to find answers before the Council's hunters found them. But the real journey was just beginning. The human arrival. Lyra and Tira finally reached the ancient ruins hidden deep in the forest. The ruins were old and broken, covered in vines and glowing softly under the moonlight. Legends said this place held forgotten knowledge, secrets from a time before Zira was even born. Lyra's heart pounded. She hoped the ruins held answers about the serum inside her. If she could control its power, maybe she could save her people. As they stepped inside the dark halls, strange lights flickered on the walls, showing images of human strong, fearless warriors fighting in battles across the stars. Suddenly, a soft hum filled the air. Lyra turned to see a small ship landing quietly outside the ruins. It was unlike any Zirian craft, a human ship, sleek, fast, and shining under the stars. "Humans?" Tira whispered. "They came for you." Lyra's eyes widened. She had never met a human face to face. The ship's door opened, and a team of humans stepped out. Their armor was advanced, and their eyes were full of calm but strong determination. A tall man with kind eyes approached. "Lyra," he said, "we've been searching for you." Lyra felt a mix of fear and relief. "Why? Are you here?" she asked. "We received signals from your planet," the man said, "about the serum and the changes it caused. We want to help." Lyra's mind raced. Could humans really help her? Or was this another trap? "We don't want to fight." Man continued. "The serum is dangerous if not controlled. We have knowledge that can guide you." Tira stepped forward. "But the Council is hunting her. They want to destroy her." The human leader nodded. "We know. That's why we are here, to protect Lyra and stop the conflict before it destroys Zira." Lyra looked at the humans and felt something she never felt before. Hope. Suddenly, a loud explosion shook the ruins. The Council's hunters had found them. They rushed in, weapons raised, ready to capture Lyra. The humans stood firm. "We won't let you take her," the leader said. A fierce battle began inside the ruins' blasts of energy. Cries of warriors, the clash of power. Lyra fought beside the humans, her new strength making her a fierce warrior. She realized the serum was not just power. It was a bridge between two worlds. As the fight raged, Lyra knew one thing for sure. Her life, her planet, and the galaxy would never be the same again. Asterisk. Battle for survival. The ruins echoed with the sounds of battle. Energy blasts fired, shields clashed, and shouts rang out. Lyra stood at the center, her senses sharp and her body moving with a speed and strength she never had before. The serum coursed through her veins like liquid fire. The alien hunters pressed hard. They fought with relentless skill, using advanced weapons and tactics learned from years of training. Their goal was clear: capture Lyra, no matter the cost. But the humans were prepared. Their armor shimmered with energy shields, and their weapons pulsed with power beyond Xerian technology. They moved as one, protecting Lyra and pushing back the attackers. Lyra's heart pounded. Every punch she threw, every kick, landed with the force of a hammer. She could feel the serum unlocking strength deep inside her muscles. Strength she never knew she had. One hunter leapt toward her, a blade gleaming in his hand. Lyra dodged and grabbed his arm, twisting it until he dropped the weapon. With a quick strike, she sent him sprawling to the ground. Around her, humans and Xerians fought side by side, their battle cries filling the air. Suddenly, a burst of energy hit the ground near Lyra. The ground shook. She looked up to see a massive machine, an ancient defense drone activating from the ruins. Its eyes glowed red. It fired beams of deadly energy at anyone in sight. The hunters retreated, surprised and afraid. The drone was powerful. It would destroy them all if it activated fully. Lyra knew what she had to do. She sprinted toward the drone, dodging blasts and debris. The serum made her faster than she thought possible. Reaching the machine's control panel, she placed her hand on it. The power surged through her. She could feel the machine's systems reacting to her touch. With a final surge, Lyra hacked into the drone's core. She forced it to shut down. The ruins fell silent again. But the battle was not over. The council's leader, High Elder Zarn, arrived in a massive warship, angry and ready to end the fight. He sent a message. Surrender Lyra now, or face total destruction. Lyra stood tall, looking at the stars outside the ruins. She felt the serum's power rising inside her. She smiled. This fight is just beginning. Asterisk. The new dawn. The warship loomed above the ruins, casting a dark shadow over the Alva forest below. High Elder Zarn's voice crackled over the comms, cold and full of rage. This is your final warning, Lyra. Surrender now, or we will burn Zyra to ashes. Lyra stood with the human warriors by her side, the serum's power thrumming through her veins. She was no longer the frightened alien girl who drank the forbidden's liquid. She had become something new, stronger, faster, and fearless. She raised her voice, steady and clear. You threaten my home, but you forget one thing. I am no longer alone. Humanity stands with me. With a sharp command from the human leader, the warship's weapons charged, ready to fire. But then, Lyra's body began to glow. The serum had unlocked a power deep inside her, a power neither human nor Xerian had ever seen. Her eyes shone like stars, and energy radiated from her fingertips. Stepped forward, lifting her hand. A wave of force blasted from her, pushing the warship back. Shields flickered and alarms screamed inside the enemy vessel. High Elder Zarn's ship trembled. For the first time, fear crossed his face. Below, the people of Xera watched in awe. Their once weak protector had become a beacon of hope. Lyra looked at the humans and her own people, her heart full, "We can build peace," she said, not with fear, but with strength and trust. The council's forces retreated, their spirits broken by the power they could not control. Lyra's journey had changed. Zira forever. The forbidden serum had turned her into a new kind of warrior, a bridge between worlds. As dawn broke over the forest, light poured into the ruins. Lyra smiled, knowing this was only the beginning. The galaxy was watching, and humanity's legend was growing. Asterisk.